Hey guys, Brad Danger here. And serious question, when did cars become a billionaire hobby? I mean, like genuinely, when did it go from I might grind hard enough to own that someday to this requires generational wealth and a family office? Because right now, there are more ways to spend 7 figures on a new performance car than there are to spend 5 figures on something actually fun. That is insane. But before we go any further, quick thing. If you're sitting there thinking, I definitely am not gonna afford $1 million car, well, same. So instead, go check out winthisIdealcar.com because right now you can actually win something like this Shelby GT350 or this Fast and Furious inspired Mark V Supra. You know, real enthusiast cars you can actually drive instead of storing in climate-controlled spaceship bunkers. Anyways, back to the madness. Because this didn't just happen overnight. This all started when car companies realized something very dangerous. It is way easier to sell fewer cars for way more money. Think about it. 10,000 cars at 50 grand each. That's logistics, complaints, warranty claims, recalls, Karen emailing corporate because her seat stitching is emotionally upsetting. Or you sell 100 cars at 5 million each, same money, way fewer problems. And your customers, they're not asking about resale value. They're asking where to park it next to their helicopter. And once that realization hit, game over, because that's when cars stopped being products and started becoming assets, status tokens, access passes. Now, you're not just buying a car, you're buying your way into a club. And that club, it's exclusive. Like, you can't sit with us, but on a global billionaire scale. You don't just walk in and say, one hypercar, please, but no. You need history, you need relationships, you need to have bought 5 other cars you didn't even want just to maybe be considered for the next one. Ferrari especially. Oh man, Ferrari doesn't sell cars. Ferrari runs a loyalty test. You want the special model? Cool. Did you buy the last one? No? Get in line behind a guy who owns 12 Ferraris and a yacht named after himself. And even if you do get approved, you're still not really in control. They tell you what spec you can get. They tell you when you get it. And if you flip it too early, boom, blacklisted. You are excommunicated from the Church of Prancing Horse. Yo guys, quick pause because this is super important. The giveaway is live right now and we're giving away this fully built, dripping in carbon Supra. 4 months in the making. And guys, it is the tuner hero spec, plus a Shelby GT350 with an exhaust that sounds absolutely ridiculous. So, if you want to win, you've got a decision to make. Do you get the JDM Legend, or do you get the American Icon? And guys, for a limited time, every purchase that you make on the site, which is pinned in the first comment down below, you get 2,000 bonus entries to win one of these cars, plus bonus cash, hat, shirt, entry pack, it don't matter. That's 2,000 extra chances on top. And Rocky from New York grabbed a quick entry pack last time and walked away with a GTR plus bonus cash. So yeah, it definitely happens. And we're running it back with 2 cars. So which one you picking? Let me know in the comments down below and go get entered as well. And good skill. Meanwhile, hypercars are getting revealed like this. Introducing the new ultra limited, never before seen, completely sold out model. Bro, how is it sold out before I even saw it? That's not a launch. That's a private group chat. And social media made it worse because now hype is everything. TikTok especially. Oh my God, every car is this changes everything. No, it doesn't. It has LED strips and a big screen. Relax, but hype sells and manufacturers know it. So they build cars that photograph well, that go viral, that look insane in a 7-second clip. Even if in real life, you can't even drive them properly. Some of these hypercars are so extreme, they're basically track only. Or worse, garage only. Imagine spending $3 million on a car and your main interaction with it is wiping dust off it. Congratulations, you bought a very expensive shelf ornament. And here's the craziest part. Sometimes these cars, they're not even that good. Yeah, nobody says that out loud, but it happens because when something is that exclusive, that expensive, people don't criticize it, they protect it. Because admitting it's flawed means admitting you spent millions on something mid, and we can't have that. So issues get handled quietly, no big scandals, no angry posts, just a polite, we'll take care of it, sir. Try getting that treatment with your daily driver. Your engine light comes on and suddenly you're in a forum at 2 a.m. reading, bro, mine did that too, just sell it. And while all this insanity is happening at the top, the bottom is disappearing. Hot hatches, gone. Affordable coupes, rare. Manual transmissions, basically a collector's item. You know it's bad? When shifting your own gears is considered a premium feature, that's like charging extra for breathing manually. And even the cars that survived, they're getting expensive. Like remember when a Mustang was the people's performance car? Now you've got Mustangs pushing supercar money. Porsche? Oh, we need to talk about Porsche because Porsche used to be the dream. You work hard, you get a 911, life is good. Now, good luck. A base 911 is already expensive, but that's not even the real problem. The real problem is the GT cars. GT3, GT3 RS. These things have become financial instruments. You don't buy a GT3 RS, you get allocated one. Maybe if the stars align, if the dealership likes you, if you've sacrificed enough Cayennes to the Porsche gods, and even then, you're probably paying over MSRP massively for the privilege of owning something that used to just be a really good driver's car. Now it's a status symbol, and half of them never even get driven properly. They go from showroom to Instagram to a garage. Repeat. Which is wild because the whole point of a GT3 RS is to absolutely abuse it on a track, not pose next to it in designer sneakers. And this is the ripple effect because as brands move up market, they leave a gap. And that gap, that's where enthusiasts used to live. Now it's empty or filled with crossovers. So what's left? A few heroes. Cars like the Miata, still doing its thing, still lightweight, still proving you don't need insane power to have fun. Cars like the GR86, BRZ, Civic Si, Elantra N. These cars are holding the line. They are the last defense, but even they're under pressure because even if they're affordable, are they actually affordable? Prices are up, loans are longer, interest rates are brutal. People are financing cars for 7 years. 7. That's not ownership. That's a subscription. At that point, you don't own the car owns you. And then insurance hits and fuel hits and maintenance hits, and suddenly your fun car is a financial horror story. So what do enthusiasts do? They adapt, they go used, they go older, they go analog. Because back in the day, fun was everywhere. Cheap, weird, lightweight, imperfect cars that made you smile. Now, those cars are the treasure. People are holding on to them, fixing them, building them, because the new stuff doesn't always hit the same. And honestly, that might be the future. Not buying new, but keeping the good stuff alive. Rest-a-mods, project cars, DIY builds, because if the industry won't give us fun, we'll just make it ourselves. And that's kind of beautiful because car culture was never supposed to be about money. It was about passion, about driving, about that feeling when you hit the perfect corner and everything just clicks. Not about flexing a car you're scared to actually use. And yeah, the ultra rich will keep buying everything. Hypercars will keep getting crazier, more expensive, more exclusive. Cool. Let them. That's not our game. The real car culture, it's still here. It's in the people who actually drive, who actually care, who actually enjoy the experience. And as long as that exists, we're fine. So yeah, the market is changing. It's getting weird. It's getting expensive. But enthusiasm, that doesn't disappear. It adapts.
You already know. WinThisIdealCar.com. GT350, Mark V Supra. Real fun, real noise, real cars. And guys, if you win, drive it like it was meant to be driven because that's the whole point. Now, tell me, what's your everyday enthusiast car? Drop it in the comments below. Like, subscribe, check out some of these ideal vids, and promise me one thing, keep living the ideal lifestyle.